We're going to put a cutoff period. Yep, that's going to be it. I call to order the City Council meeting on this April 23rd, 2025. It's approximately 5:34. Mr. Clerk, call the roll, please.
Councilwoman Baskin?
Present.
Councilman Leon? Here. Councilwoman Powell?
Present.
Councilwoman Julian?
I'm here.
Councilwoman Wilson?
I'm here.
Vice Mayor Stevens? Here. Mayor Harris?
I'm present.
You have a quorum.
Please stand for the invocation and pledge of allegiance.
God our Father, we thank you for your many blessings. We thank you for keeping us in this moment. Father, we pray that you continue to rain your many blessings upon this great city, the city of Miami Gardens, in which we love to call live, work, and play in. Father, we pray for peace. We pray for prosperity. We pray for your knowledge, your wisdom, and your understanding as my colleagues and I prepare to discuss business, deliberate business that would ultimately affect your people. Continue to bless this great city. All these many blessings we ask in your son's name, I do pray. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes, Mr. Mayor and Council, before you, you have the March 26, 2025 and the April 9, 2025 meetings for your approval.
Motion.
Second.
Signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposition? Showing none, show the minutes approved. We're on order of business. Are there any items that need to be pulled, deleted, withdrawn?
Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
I want to withdraw 12.2.
12.2. Any other items need to be pulled or deleted? Showing none, I need a motion on the agenda.
Motion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposition? Showing none?
Mr. Mayor?
Yes.
I'm sorry, may I add a presentation, a brief presentation?
Sure.
Thank you.
It can be added as
6.3.
Okay, 6.3.
Thank you.
Show the agenda approved. We're on special presentations.
Special presentation by Mayor Rodney Harris.
Okay, I got a couple of presentations I want to. First, I want to take the opportunity to recognize Miss Rhea Leverty's retirement from the Miami Gardens Police Department. Miss Leverty, where are you? Right in front. I'm not going to ask you to stand up, okay? She was the pre-arrest diversion coordinator for the city of Miami Gardens, and she was the 14th employee hired when the city became incorporated. So we want to take this opportunity to present her with this accommodation, and it talks about how the city and its 112,000 residents appreciate the work that you've done for the city of Miami Gardens and for this community, and we wanted to recognize you on your retirement. So I'm going to ask my colleagues to come down, and if you can make it up, we would love to take a picture with you.
Yes, Ms. Rhea Laverty has been doing the pre-arrest diversion program for a while, and it was due to her due diligence and her hard work over the years that we got a lot of accolades from various other agencies, and other agencies wanted to emulate the program that we have. So I just want to say thank you, Rhea, for the time that you spent doing the job, because you did the job before you even had the title, and you made sure that you invested yourself in the position, and you made sure that you read a lot of different books, and you just made sure that you knew exactly what it entailed. So thank you so much.
Hey, you just wanna. Hey, once we start, what y'all need us to say?
Next, I wanted to recognize our Miami Gardens Police Department Police Explorers, post number 150. Our Miami Gardens Police Explorers post number 150 represented our city at the 2025 Police Explorers competition. 19 Police Explorers represented Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach counties, and they competed, and our post 150 shined and brought home a total of 3 trophies and placed second in the female obstacle course. They worked very hard for weeks in order to accomplish the final results. And we are beyond proud of them and wish them continued success. So our police explorers, please come forth. These are our future police officers in the city of Miami Gardens. Y'all give them a clap. Thank you, guys.
And as the mayor stated, that these are our future, and you have a couple of the training advisors that are here. But I just want to make a special note to one of the training advisors who was guiding our youth for many, many years. And I just want to make sure that we acknowledge her because she has retired, Officer Doretha Hall. She poured a lot into our youth. In fact, that she took time out of her busy schedule to be with us today. But not only that, but she always takes time to go to the various graduations, high school graduation. In fact, she's going to a college graduation of one of our former police explorers next week. And so just want to wish you the best in your future endeavors.
And the chief stole my thunder because you were the next person I needed to recognize. Thank you, Ms. Hall, for all your service to the city of Miami Gardens, to the city of Miami, and to the people of this community. We again say thank you and we appreciate you. I'll have a accommodation for you as well. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Ms. Hall, I want to thank you personally. When I came on board, when I first got elected in 2018, you were already actively working with each and every Crime Watch organization. And the way that they spoke about you and knew that whatever information they requested, they knew that you were going to make sure that they had that information. And even the late Ms. Pierre spoke very, very, very highly of you and considered you to be a daughter. So on behalf of her and those Crime Watch associations, I just want to thank you for a job well done.
I echo the exact words that my colleague mentioned. I remember very clearly in 2020 of September when I was appointed to complete a term. At the time, I guess the information didn't go down to where it needed to, and I came in and asked you to let me up the elevator, and you said no. So I remember how serious you took your job to ensure that our community is safe. And most importantly, not only would I miss you, but I'm going to miss the cookies. So please send them my way once you get time in your retirement. God bless and keep you as my prayers.
Yeah. And I'm not going to tell the stories, but I've known you for about 40 years. So congratulations. Well deserved.
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, those are my special presentations. Next special presentation is Councilwoman Julian.
All right. Wow. It really makes my heart smile to see the police explorers and to know that the city of Miami Gardens, our future is looking bright. And if our city is in the hands of these young people, then I am confident that we're in the right direction. Mic check, mic check. Okay, better. All right. So this evening, colleagues and distinguished guests, I would like to present a proclamation in honor of National Small Business Week to the Small Business Administration. I'm honored to stand before you today as we recognize the first week in May as National Small Business Week. It's a time to celebrate and uplift the vital role that small businesses play in the economic and cultural landscape of the city of Miami Gardens. The Small Business Administration plays a big role in supporting America's entrepreneurs by providing access to capital. Its impact can be seen in the millions of small businesses that it helps start, grow, and recover, creating jobs, driving innovation, and strengthening local economies across our country. The SBA is not just about loans, but it's about opportunity, it's about resilience, and ensuring that the American dream is within reach for all. Small businesses make up over 99% of the United States businesses and create two out of every 3 new jobs. Here in the city of Miami Gardens, small businesses are not only economic drivers, they are community builders. From local restaurants and barbershops to tech startups and service providers, these small businesses bring personality, resilience, and innovation right here to our city. They reflect the diversity and entrepreneurial spirit that Miami Gardens is known for. Now, I want you to know that the community connection piece is also very important, investing in people. Many of our small businesses are family-owned or Black and minority-owned, playing a central role in creating generational wealth and community reinvestment. Despite recent economic challenges, our small businesses have demonstrated incredible resilience, creativity, and adaptability. Their success is a reminder of what's possible when communities support their own. So, in closing, my call to action to each and every one of you here, let's all continue to shop local, hire local, and buy local. Thank you to our small business owners. You are the backbone of our economy. And so this evening we have Althea Harris here, and she's the Deputy Director for the Florida region for the Small Business Administration, and she will be here to accept the proclamation on behalf of the SBA. Althea, please join myself and our council members up front for a photo.
Mr. Manager?
Yes, Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members. I want to give an update on some training activities, so I'm going to have Eve come up and give a brief presentation. Thank you.
All right. Training.
Good evening, Mayor and council members. As you know, my name is Eve Muzzalere. I am the Learning and Development Administrator here. I'm not talking about training. We are honoring one of our employees. This quarter All-Star Award will go to Ms. Tamara Wadley Packer. Oh. She was nominated by our city attorney for all of her efforts and the strategic planning and the implementation of it. So, Mr. Manager and everybody from the city manager's office, please come down as she accepts her.
Oh. Look at that. Yeah, we could clap for Tamara. Oh, man.
I left the other box.
Show the pit, turn the pitch around. Oh, okay. right.
All right, let's see the story now.
Y'all doing all right. All right, Mr. Clerk, we're on public comments. Could you read the back of the public comments cards, please?
Yes, sir. Citizen participation is governed by Section 2-60 of the City of Miami Gardens Code. Public comments are limited to matters within the scope of the jurisdiction of the City Council. Each person other than members of the city staff who addresses the City Council shall give their name, address, and whether the person is speaking on his or her behalf, a group of persons, or a third party. When in the determination of the presiding officer, there are many persons wishing to speak on the same proposition, the presiding officer may direct that these persons designate a representative to address the City Council rather than all members of such group. All speakers shall be limited to 2 minutes unless further time is given by the presiding officer. All remarks shall be addressed to the City Council as a body and not to any one member. No person other than the City Council members and the person having the floor shall be permitted to enter any discussion without the permission of the presiding officer. No questions shall be asked of a City Council member except through the presiding officer. Order shall be maintained if any person is making personal, irrelevant, impertinent, or slanderous remarks, becomes boisterous while addressing the City Council, or becomes too lengthy, abusive, obscene, and/or disruptive, or otherwise fails to comply with the orders of the presiding officer and is declared out of order, the individual may be subject to removal by Sergeant at Arms.
And let us remember here on this dais that same rules apply to us as they apply to our residents. First person up will be Mr. Theophilus Williams, and then Miss Sakina McLeod.
Good evening. My name is Theophilus Williams, 1391 Northwest 95th Street. I'm here today to say Beyonce concert, Taylor Swift, rollout music, Formula One, Jazz in the Garden, college championship, tennis championship, University of Miami football game, Orange Bowl game, Dolphin football, and red light cameras. Council and board of members. That's money. And if you want to roll out something, and when I look at the news, I'm going to stand what I believe in, and that's the senior citizen. And if a senior citizen have to get a buffer and do their own sidewalk, when you got public work, something is wrong. Taxpayer paying for public works to do that work, not the people. I don't live in Miami Gardens, but it's all over. It's all over. And when y'all get to that age, I don't think y'all want a buffer sidewalk. That's called unfair treatment to taxpayer and senior citizen. Y'all putting the burden on taxpayer. We pay the salary for y'all to do the job. Where's your workers to do it? It's a shame. But y'all fight, rather than fight, you fight against the people who give y'all, pay y'all salary. Rather than work with them, this country's in a mess and a ball of confusion. And everybody who sits behind those and do y'all business, what you do in the dark, come to the light. All I can say, y'all need everybody, no matter where you sit at, everybody need to get their house in order, because judgment day gone. One day. The way you treat the people is the way y'all gonna get it. Thank y'all.
Thank you, sir. Ms. McLeod and Sophia Henderson.
Good evening. I'm supposed to get my address, right?
Yes.
Okay. 2601 Northwest 166th Street, Opa-locka, Miami Gardens. Good evening, honorable members of the council. As a proud member of Miami Norland Senior High, I'm excited to invite you guys to our 8th annual alumni picnic on March 31st at Ives State Park. This event brings together the Vikings from near and far, celebrating our school spirit and community ties. And many of our alumni.
Ms. McLeod, you
Yes, I'm
said
sorry.
March 31st?
No, May.
May 31st.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'll probably say it March, but
Okay.
May 31st. Many of our alumni still call this neighborhood home, and we're eager to reconnect and share our appreciation for the community that you support. So we invite you guys to come out on May 31st. Thank you.
Thank you. What time, Ms. McLeod?
Oh, from 12 to 6.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Ms. Henderson, and then Ms. Jefferson, Jada Jefferson. Or, yeah.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Sophia Henderson. I've lived in Miami Gardens. Okay, thank you. I live in Miami Gardens for 20 years now. I'm a retired educator. My complaint is the lack of support for the elderly for doing repairs to their home. My main meter, the electricity meter outside my home, the fuse blew, and I'm responsible for the repairs. The repairs amounted to $4,000, and from January until yesterday, I've been without hot water because I've been trying to get the repairs done. I've made inquiries here in Miami Gardens. I've been downtown to the housing department. I've approached the social workers at my medical center and representative for Miami Gardens, and I've been told everywhere they have no funds. I've even said that I would have a loan and it can be put on my mortgage because I'm not looking for a free handout. And I've applied, I've also approached my family in the UK who helped me as well. But I'm going to say I'm disgusted for the lack of help seniors get from the representative here in Miami Gardens. No one is able to give me a loan or to help me or the weatherization program. So like I'm saying, this is my complaint, and I hope something can be done. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor.
Mr. Mayor.
Hold on 1 second, ma'am.
I'm going to have George Wright talk to her.
All right, I was going to have Kevin to come back
Oh,
here.
okay. Either one, that's fine.
Well, I've spoken to George Wright already. Everybody seems to be looking for funds, but nobody's got back to me to say yes. I have a paper here with the list of names, probably 10 people I've spoken to.
I'm going to have somebody speak with you right now and see how we can help you.
Okay.
Jada Jefferson, and then Alexandria Hughes.
Hello. Hi, how are you guys? Hi. My address is 18840 Northwest 23rd Avenue, Miami Gardens, Florida. My name is Jada Jefferson, and I am excited to launch I am the CEO of Liz Remarkable Youth Center. It is an organization encouraging those with exceptional needs to find the stars within themselves and to reach for the stars. April 27 at Bunch Park Recreational Center from 2 to 5 p.m., I will be hosting my first Disability Mix and Mingle. I would like to invite you all, and anyone who knows someone with a disability, you are kindly welcome to come. I would like to give a special thanks to Mayor Rodney Harris for his donation to the organization, Councilwoman Michelle Powell for her joining forces with me, and who else? State Rep Felicia Robinson, the State Attorney's Office, Jesse Trice, so many people that are coming out to just give their resources. So like I said, if anyone knows anyone with a disability and exceptional need, please don't hesitate to give them my warm welcome to come connect, have fun, and just get the resources that I'm willing to offer. Thank you so much.
And what day again is that?
April 27 at Bunch Park Recreational Center from 2 to 5 p.m.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Alexander Hughes and then Rhea Hughes.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Okay. According to today's
Address for the record, please.
600 Northwest 110th Street, Miami 33169. According to today's agenda, I see that no magistrate has been hired to hear disputes related to the school zone speed camera citations. And under Florida Statute 316.0083, residents have the right to contest these violations before a duly appointed hearing officer. Without one in place, the city is collecting money without providing due process, which is both unlawful and could be considered undue enrichment. I personally received what appeared to be a second ticket only to realize it was a payment reminder. that shows that the city is actively pursuing payment from residents while offering no legitimate path to be heard. Worse, on the same street where I was cited, there are conflicting school zone signs. One says speed enforcement is from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m., while another says between 7 and 9, for example, and the afternoon times between 2 and 3. This discrepancy creates confusion and violates the state's requirements for clear and consistent signage. I respectfully request immediate suspension of citations and collections until a magistrate is lawfully appointed. 2, a public, transparent hiring process for that magistrate. And 3, a full audit and correction of all school zone signage citywide. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Thank you. Ms. Hughes and Maymon Tisdall. And then Gail Cunningham.
Good evening, Council. Reed Hughes, 3335 Northwest 180th Street, Miami Gardens, Florida, 33056. In attending Residential Seat 3 meeting on last evening and in conferring with Parks and Recreation, the residents were informed 2 of the 3 parks are open, Bunch Park Pool and Betty T. Ferguson Recreational Complex, with Norwood Park Pool scheduled to reopen in the summer. The Myrtle Grove community, particularly those with disabilities, are still excited and inquiring about the groundbreaking ceremony for the 6,000 square feet gymnasium, the multipurpose building, the outdoor walking trail, outdoor fitness station, and other amenities per the original rendering agreed upon by the majority of the residents participating in the city survey of April 2022. To our public servants and stewards of our tax dollars, there will be times when you must vote no on a particular item sponsored by your colleagues. Do right by the residents you promise to serve and not to be self-servants of me, myself, and I. On the back of the public speaker card addressed to residents and read by the city clerk, the last item is titled, "Order shall be maintained." It states how order is to be maintained and the consequences if order is not maintained. I asked the dais, is there an ordinance or document in place to sanction council members when violating established rules, codes of conduct, and ethical standards as exhibited on the dais March 26, 2025, carried from the dais into the lobby and residents being called idiots by council? Will this type of behavior from the dais be swept under the rug without there being consequences, as there are consequences for residents? Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Hughes.
Good evening. Maymon Tisdall, 17031 Northwest 11th Avenue. October 23rd, 2024, 6 months ago, I spoke about misuse of public funds for recreational purpose. Here we are now, 6 months later, April 23rd, 2025, ain't nothing been said about it, and I check all the time about the CBA account. The money have not been refunded. Another thing, I told y'all last time at the council meeting, the Florida statute says city, state, county, and federal employees must take up an ethics class. I did that when I worked at Jumbo for 25 years because I knew how to deal with the public. And I was dealing with all type of people that come in there. So I took up that ethics class. Number 3, I told you also, I'm getting phone calls from your chief of staff. Okay? He won't email me, but he want to call me on my phone. Ever since January, February, March. You got to do something about it because I don't know how a 69-year-old man can't talk to nobody, and I'm a threat to council. And he also stated, everybody in here is watching the blind man. Okay? I'm not the blind man. I'm a human being. And I'm going to be respected as a human being. So whatever y'all got going on, because I see y'all texting each other, y'all need to get it together. And I still ask to speak to council. If I have to set it up with an attorney or anybody, you can have the whole police department there. If y'all afraid of me, because I'm not a threat to nobody. I ain't never cussed nobody out or nothing.
Thank you, Mr. Tisdall. Ms. Cunningham?
Good evening, Council.
Good evening.
My name is Gail Cunningham, 19001 Northwest 14th Avenue Road, Miami Gardens, Florida, 33169. And I'm a proud resident of the Miami Gardens City. I'm also happy to say I'm where I want to be. I also would like to say on March 26th, when I was referred to, along with others in the lobby of my city council, as an idiot, I am not an idiot, nor anyone that I know was around me on that evening is an idiot, because we care about our city. We have concerns for our city, and I would hope, and it has been said to me, that because of the work that we are doing between meetings in order to do things, in order to continue the progress of our progressive city, is being received well. It's being received well by our charter members. It's being received well by other persons that are in administrative positions, regular personnel here in our city. It's being received well. And it's not being received from idiots. It's being received as people who are concerned. When they see issues, they ask questions, they get answers, they do their research, and they always come with respect and with discipline. And I commend them, and I commend everyone that I just mentioned, and you know who you are. And I thank you each and every day. There are some concerns in our city, and we're working on them. And we're working on them with you, not against you. Wherever I am, I commend my city, and wherever I am, I demand respect for my city, because I respect people. And I never lost the human touch, and I don't take things personal, because this is a business. This city is made up of people that you, the public servants, you, the publicly elected, you, the stewards of our monies, tax money, we have asked you to be responsible for. Just remember, you have good people here, not idiots. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Cunningham. Mr. Clerk, are there any other written communication?
No, Mr. Mayor.
Right, showing none, public comments are now closed. We're on the reports. Councilwoman Julian?
No report, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilwoman Baskin?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I just want to thank my colleagues that were able to attend the Q3 Teacher Recognition Program luncheon. It's an opportunity for us to highlight some of the schools in Miami Gardens, the teachers that are doing a phenomenal job, the ones that go above and beyond. The principals are given an opportunity to nominate these teachers, and I just feel like it's very important for us to show our appreciation and to acknowledge those teachers, because they are the ones that are directly pouring into our next generation. So thank you, Council, for supporting the event, and thank you for your attendance. Look out for Q4. Next, the dental clinic is this weekend. I know you all are tired of hearing about it and tired of seeing it. It's been posted for quite some time, but the time has come. It is this weekend, Saturday from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m., and Sunday, some updated times from 6 a.m. until 1 p.m. It's open to the public. Again, you do not have to have insurance. You do not have to have ID. It is an opportunity for you to get free cleanings, x-ray, fillings, and extractions. If you know anyone that can benefit from these services for free, please share the word. It's going to be at Betty T. Ferguson on Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday from 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Huh? Yeah, that is good. I say that's really good. It's really good. Councilwoman Wilson?
Yes, upcoming, we have our Meet Me Monday on May 12th at Frazier Park in Miami Carroll City. We will talk about code enforcement, law enforcement, residential concerns, and Myrtle Grove Park. Also, the Divine Nine Showcase Interest Meeting for Juneteenth will be held April 24th at 6 p.m. at Betty T. Ferguson. If you are interested, please make sure you are there. And then finally, we are getting ready, preparing, and working very, very hard for our 2025 fifth annual Juneteenth Park and Party that will be held at Ives Dairy Estate. It will begin, doors will open at 3 p.m. and we will go until 10. We are inviting all of the wonderful residents of the city of Miami Gardens, along with your family and your friends, for a night of celebration of Juneteenth. Now more than ever, we are holding America to keep its promise of freedom for all. Thank you very much.
Councilwoman Powell?
Excellent. Well, I'd like to say that finally we have come to the close of the Residents' Choice Award for the Best Business, which closed on March 31st, and we will be presenting the awards to 4 businesses at our meeting on May 14th. So please attend if you'd like to see those outstanding businesses as they be recognized. Going forward, we have been celebrating and appreciating that we are in Mental Health Awareness Month coming in May, period. And we will be hosting a symposium. So I'm inviting as many residents who have any family members or themselves who are facing challenges with mental health. As we know, stress is the #1 mental health issue right now in America. And we will be offering tips and ways to combat that stress and how it is affecting the family. So please come out. It will start with a breakfast at 9 a.m. and we'll be going till 12. It will be at Bunch Park, so please come and attend. And of course, every first Wednesday at 1 o'clock, please tune in. We have a Healthy Youth podcast, which features all the tips that we can give for health and wellness in the gardens. As you know, my motto is a healthy garden is a wealthy garden. And I'd like to offer the tip for the month, and that is breathe. When you feel really, really stressed out, take a deep, deep breath and release. Thank you, Mayor.
Thank you, Councilwoman. Councilman Leon.
Good evening, everyone. I just have a couple things. One thing I wanted to clarify first through the manager. I guess this will be to Director or Assistant City Manager Murphy. I just wanted to make sure that we still had in place that any seniors that needed pressure cleaning and things like that, we still sent our public works out if they're over a certain age to assist with that, correct?
55 and older, that's correct.
Right. So none of our seniors are pushing or pressure cleaning driveways. So if you know of any senior that has, and I think code enforcement also lets them know if they're being cited for that they can schedule to have someone come out and do that work for them. So I just wanted to clear that up so everyone knew the truth on that. Also, I would like to invite you out. Antioch Missionary Baptist Church of Miami Gardens collaborated with myself, Councilwoman Julian, and Commissioner Oliver Gilbert. They're doing a massive food drive this weekend at 10 a.m. to feed this community and communities beyond. They're also we're going to be serving as a distribution center, and we're sending food to all the other churches throughout Miami-Dade County to service them. So anyone interested in volunteering, you're more than welcome to see Tiana. Tiana, can you raise your hand? You can see Tiana to be able to come out and assist. Or if you know someone that needs to pick up meals or need meals delivered, just reach out to us so that we can make sure that happens. And that ends my report, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you. Vice Mayor?
Yes, sir. Thank you, Mr. Mayor. A few things. Let me do this first and just go through upcoming events, and then I have 2 things that I want to bring up. The first thing is that on April 26th, which is this Saturday at 11 a.m., I'll be hosting the 4th annual Changing the Narrative Celebration and Resource Expo in honor of Second Chance Month at the Bunch Park Recreational Complex. I invite everyone to come out and be a part. If you know individuals that can benefit from these resources, encourage them to attend on this Saturday at 11 a.m. I've partnered with a number of local non-for-profit organizations that's providing resources to ensure that we equip our men and women with the basic necessities that they need in order to navigate and get back on their feet here in our community. On Tuesday, May 6th at 4 p.m., my office hours, open office hours, you can meet me at the Betty T. Ferguson Recreational Complex. And on that same day, May 6th at 6:30 p.m., I'll host my monthly Table Talk Tuesday event where you can meet me at Starbucks over a warm cup of coffee or tea to discuss things that we can continue to do to help advance our community and push it forward. So I invite you to be a part of this casual conversation. Again, that's May 6th. If you want a one-on-one meeting, you can come and see me at 4 p.m., Mr. Mayor.
Sorry.
And if you would like to participate at the Table Talk Tuesday, that's at 6:30 p.m. at our local Starbucks. Myself, Commissioner Gilbert, as well as Councilman Leon, is introducing the Miami Gardens Meltdown, Summer Meltdown Fitness Challenge. This is our second year doing it. That starts on May 12th. Amen. I'm talking about amen. You're more than welcome to come out and be a part. The schedule would be released very soon with the dates. All classes will be held at the Betty T. Ferguson Recreational Center on starting May 12th. On Saturday, May 10th, we'll be doing our street renaming celebration for Miss Joanne E. Cox Roll. Councilwoman Linda Julian and Councilwoman Katrina Wilson has graciously co-sponsored and will host this event with me. May 19th, starting May 19th at 5:30 p.m., you can meet me at Brentwood Park. I am starting an impact tour where we would travel around to different parks throughout the entire city to promote community engagement, have some of our city personnel there to address some of the issues and concerns. Just another initiative that we can hear your concerns, your ideas, and work towards addressing them. And then my annual Hurricane Preparedness Supply Giveaway will take place on June 7th. I encourage you all to come out and be a part of that. I want to, and I'm sure the mayor would elaborate on this.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll start.
Go ahead.
Okay. On this morning, Senator Chevron Jones pushed for the water utility bill that gives us, that we've been pushing for. I know Mr. Mayor and our city manager and his team has been traveling backwards and forwards to Tallahassee. Myself and Councilwoman Julian went up on last week to advocate for the water utilities bill. Our state representative, Felicia Robinson, and Senator Jones has been working diligently to get it crossed, and I'm proud to announce that this morning it passed on the Senate floor. So it passed the House, the Senate floor, and we're one step close to victory. Now it is heading back to the House because there was an amendment made to the original bill. Once it goes back to the House, then it's off to the governor's desk to sign. So continue to advocate, keep pushing. And those of you that's whispering a word of prayer to whomever you worship, please continue to do that because this is a long time coming, and it's something that we ensure need to bring relief to the residents of this beautiful city. With that being said, I would like to make a motion to give the city manager the authority to take all necessary steps to assist with the lobbying process to continue to bring this to bring this home, so that this would give him the authority to do what's necessary to assist our state legislators and our current lobbying team to push the item forward, the bill forward, and get us a victory. So I'd like to make a motion to give him the authority to do so.
Second.
All right, it's been moved and seconded. All in favor will signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Showing none.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
I think our manager already doing it. But now you're official. You're official now.
Yeah. And Mr. Mayor, Vice Mayor,
Yes.
members, I just want to make sure, and this may sound funny, but I just want to make sure we're doing it. I want to make sure that this includes that if the session is extended, I still continue with that same authority.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you.
All right.
You want to amend that?
We can. If
we don't need to be amended.
We could take that as consensus on the record.
Okay, thank y'all. Okay. And then last but not least, I would like for the manager, there's been a lot of rumbling about crime And I know when I have my one-on-one meetings, the numbers look very beautiful for our city. So, Mr. Mayor, colleagues, if you don't mind, I'd like the manager to allow our chief to bring us an update about the crime in Miami Gardens, because I believe the people need to hear the accuracy and need to know that the community, what crime looks like, so that we can stop this narrative that crime is rising and that bullets are flying around the city of Miami Gardens.
You know,
It's a point of order.
There's no point of order
In the reports, they do give a report. Can we add that to, I mean, as part of a weekly report? Can we do that?
Oh, and the weekly
As we
report?
have administrative reports, as part of administrative reports? Since it's so important.
I can't.
Hold on, Mr. Manager. She asked, can it be a weekly report in,
Not weekly, as part of our council reports
as part of their reports or
for
something?
the administrative team.
Sure, Mr. Mayor,
Yes.
Vice Mayor, Council, it's in the know report weekly, and is also a part of the quarterly report that the manager gives. So there's two spots where we are already reporting that information. What I'd like the chief to do is give you an update on where we are from there to now, currently where we are.
All right, you gonna
Thank you,
yield your
Chief.
time to the chief?
Yes, please. And that ends my report after the chief.
All right. After the chief? All right. Go ahead, chief.
Good evening, Mayor and Council. Delma Noel Pratt, Chief of Police, Miami Gardens Police Department. We are doing very well as it relates to crime. Okay. We're at negative 25.73% currently. And that is attributed to the hard work of the men and women on the police department, and also the partnerships that we have across the board with our local, state, and federal partners. In addition to that, just working in partnership with our community, making sure that they understand that we are transparent, that they have, we are vested in them, and that we are working with them to make sure that the community stays safe. In addition to that, a lot of the technology that has been brought forth to the city, license plate readers and things of that nature, making sure that we align ourselves and we share information with our partners. We have a series of meetings throughout the months that we talk to our partners on the borders, whether it be Miami-Dade Sheriff's Office, whether it be our federal partners, where we discuss the different trends that are going on so that we're all on the same page. Because as you know, when it comes to the criminal element, they don't know boundaries, so therefore we have to make sure that we stay in tune with each other and we work together to get the job done. We also key in on certain places and people, and making sure that we are strategic in the way that we plan and the way that we capture and apprehend the folks that we need to apprehend. So that is the reason why our crime is down, and we're doing very, very well. We're negative in all the categories. So like I said, I attribute that to the hard work of the men and women on the police department, whether it be the sworn or the professional personnel that are behind the scenes crunching the numbers for us. So thank you so much.
Thank you, chief.
I have a question for the chief, if you might.
It's on you. Hold on one second. Did you have?
Yeah, I did. I do want to say that the executive officer, Genty, attended our Meet Me Monday and brought the new team that they have assembled. And I tell you, it was an incredible organizational introduction to the residents of residential seat 4. And each month, Sergeant Hall would come out and basically give us where we were, the statistics of where we are in residential C4, as well as to help us to prepare when we're in special times of seasons where, you know, burglaries or whatever have you, you know, the time change and things of that nature. And it really prepares our residents well. And the fact that we are moving and are in a deficit in many of those areas really says a lot about how helpful that is. And so I just want to thank you, number one, for just the reorganization of how that team is going. And I'm excited to see the work that they are going to do. And I know that many of them are new and they were introduced to our residents, and they were glad to be able to know and be familiar with the faces that they're going to be dealing with throughout residential C4. I think that those kinds of strategies are the strategies that are going to contribute to the continued decline of crime and criminal activity in our city. So thank you for a good job, and thank I don't see him, Executive Officer Genty, for a fantastic presentation, and all of his team that was there to be introduced. It made us feel really, really good. Thank you so much.
Councilwoman Powell.
Yes. And thank you, Chief. We had a wonderful Officer Williams who attended our talk with the doc yesterday, and he did present the reduction by 25%. And it was important for the residents to hear that because, as you well know, sometimes the quarter report, even though it's out there, when we have an officer who presents and comes and have a conversation with the actual residents, as Officer Williams came out, it was remarkable to hear that in our residential C3 we have a 25% reduction. In addition, he gave, just as Councilwoman Wilson said, tips for people to take, especially now, about locking your doors, using your alarms for your cars. If you hear something outside, before jumping outside, to sound the alarm on your cars. And those are the kinds of things that we love to have with our officers coming out, having that conversation with the residents directly. And so thank you. And I did go to the swearing in with your new officers, and we are so grateful to see more and more police officers entering the force. So thank you so much for all that great work and the personal touch that your officers are giving to our residents. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief. Appreciate everything. I don't have a report. Mr. Clerk, let's move on to.
We're now on to ordinances on for second reading, public hearing, item 10.1. An ordinance of the City Council, City of Miami Gardens, Florida, amending Chapter 6, Businesses, Article 5, Sales of Merchandise, Section 6-195, Selling, Serving, Vending, Soliciting, and Public Right-of-Ways generally of the Code of Ordinances to amend the established time for the clean zone during stadium events, to establish a restricted stadium zone, to prohibit the operation of pedicab, golf carts, and low-speed vehicles in said zone, providing for adoption representation, repealing all ordinances in conflict, providing a severability clause, providing for inclusion in code, providing for an effective date. And this is sponsored by Councilman Reggie Leon. And this is a second reading public hearing.
Councilman Leon.
Mr. Mayor, I just have one change, but before I do that, I want to put us in the right posture. So I move the item.
Second.
Okay. Now that it's been moved in second, I would like to add to the city attorney and to the clerk, I would like to add a small amendment to section 2.16. And I would like to just omit the word imprisonment and leave the fine there and take out the word imprisonment as an amendment. So I want to make a motion on that.
Second.
Thank you.
Are there any public comments on this item?
There are no public comments, but we have a motion on the floor, amendment motion on the floor. We could dispose of that amendment motion first.
I need a motion on, it's been moved and seconded. Call roll.
On the amendment.
On the
They
amendment.
seconded.
Okay, all those in favor?
Signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Showing none.
All right, the amendment is approved. We're now on the ordinances as amended, and we still have a motion and second on that ordinance.
Yes, it's been moved and seconded.
Any discussion, public hearing?
No, any discussion? No.
I just want to commend Mr. Mayor, my colleague, Councilman Reggie Leon, for bringing this item to help ensure and increase public safety in the city of Miami Gardens. Because as you think about it, 199th Street is a big crossway, and to ensure that these pedicabs are not, weaving through traffic will only help our police officers to increase traffic in the city of Miami Gardens. So thank you for bringing that item, sir.
Thank you. And Mr. Mayor,
yes.
Anyone that wants to be a part of this, the Dolphins will be doing something later on with this item so that we can get with them. And if you have any input to the boundaries are set. We're setting the boundaries now. But any input, we'll be working with them on being able to communicate what these drivers so that we know who they are. And build a database from that aspect of it. to control the, that it's not chaotic. So,
Excellent.
All right.
with that being said, thank you. Thank you, colleagues, for your support.
Yeah, we didn't vote on that item yet.
No, we need to open up public hearings, sir.
Okay. There's no public comment cards. Do you have any written communication? Anyone wanted to speak on this issue? Showing none, show public comments closed.
All right. Councilwoman Baskin?
Yes.
Councilman Leon?
Yes.
Councilwoman Powell?
Yes.
Councilwoman Wilson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Julian?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Stevens?
Yes.
Mayor Harris?
I vote yes.
Motion passes 7-0. We are now on, there are no resolutions for public hearing. We're now on the consent agenda as amended, as item 12.2 was withdrawn.
I'll take the consent agenda in its entirety. Need a motion on the consent agenda?
Motion.
It's been moved and seconded. All in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposition? Showing none, show the consent agenda pass.
All right, Mr. Mayor and Council, we're now on to quasi-judicial zoning hearings and gender disclosure. Okay, yeah, that's all right.
No problem.
Good evening and welcome to the quasi-judicial portion of the April 23rd, 2025 City Council meeting. For those persons that will or may be speaking on an item on the agenda or commenting on any item, please stand up and be sworn in by the city clerk. For the applicant, your item will be called to order by agenda number and the title of your request. When your item is called, please approach the microphone, and when addressed, please speak directly and clearly, stating your name and address for the record, and explain the reason for your request. Note that all exhibits presented to the mayor and council will become part of the public record.
All right, Mr. Mayor, Council, we're on 14.3, resolutions public hearing, item 14.3.1, a resolution of the City Council, City of Miami Gardens, Florida, approving the variance application submitted by Extra Space Properties for the certain property located at 20240 Northwest 2nd Avenue, more particularly described on Exhibit A attached here to, permitting an increase in the floor area ratio, FAR in paren, of an existing self-storage business to 0.83, where the 0.75 is the maximum FAR for commercial projects as permitted by Section 34-47 of the City of Miami Gardens Code of Ordinances, providing for adoption of representation, providing for an effective date, and this is sponsored by the City Manager. Mr. Mayor, can I go ahead and poll the council for quasi-judicial?
Yes, you can.
All right, Mayor, Council collectively, has any member of this council had any ex parte communications regarding this item?
No.
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 And Mayor and Council collectively, do you affirm that the decision you made this evening will be based on the evidence presented before you?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, thank you. And Mr. Mayor, there is a public hearing on this item as well, too.
Okay. Mr. Manager?
Good evening, Mayor and Vice Mayor, members of the council. Ms. Smith will do a brief presentation regarding this item.
Good evening, council. This item is for a non-use variance to increase the floor area, and this is for an existing self-storage facility that's already located here in the city of Miami Gardens. The location of that property is 20240 Northwest 2nd Avenue. It is the Extra Space Storage Facility. This facility has been in operation for almost 40 years now, and the applicant desires to improve the facility and upgrade the facility. Here you can see the site layout, how it is today. This is the existing conditions. And the applicant is proposing to demolish two of the structures in the center and replace that with a new building that would be state-of-the-art, fully air-conditioned in order to upgrade the facilities. The remaining buildings that you see on the site, those will remain, those will be unchanged, and there's not any change to the use proposed. Here's a street view of the existing conditions. This is the neighborhood characteristics. It's showing the surrounding area. Again, it is on a major commercial corridor or Northwest 2nd Avenue, so we do have office, we do have commercial spaces. And then to the west of the site, there is some residential that is behind the site. This is the layout as it is existing now. And again, in order to revise this layout and to increase the area, there will be a variance that will be required to increase that floor area ratio. So you can see the existing layout now. And then in this slide, you can see that center building where the new building will be located, and it will replace those structures that will be demolished. And this is just a conceptual rendering of what that new building will look like. And again, nothing else will be changed on the property. Everything on the site will remain the same, save for the upgrades to that. Staff did review this application for compliance with Section 3447 for granting of variances and waivers, and we are recommending approval of this variance to increase the floor area ratio. Currently, the floor area ratio is approximately 0.50, and the applicant is requesting an increase to 0.83. And this is still within the threshold for the total corridor for floor area ratio, which is 3.0. The difference is that because this is single use, it is limited to that 0.75. And again, staff is recommending approval of the item.
All right, I need a motion on this item.
Motion.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion by the dais?
Just real quick, Mr. Mayor.
Yes.
I want to applaud the staff, city manager, and your group on what's going on in that 441 corridor. If you look at Hollywood and Miramar, and you see coming down 441, how it's starting to change drastically, and I'm glad that we're being a part of that change. So I wholeheartedly support this item.
Any other any other concerns of the dais? Going on. Mr. Clerk,
It's a public hearing on this item.
public hearing on this one?
Yeah.
Are there any comment cards or any written communication, Mr. Clerk?
No written communication.
I don't
sir.
have any public comment cards. Is there anyone here who would like to speak on this issue? Showing none, show public comments closed. Mr. Clerk, call the roll.
Councilwoman Powell,
Yes.
Councilwoman Wilson,
Yes.
Councilwoman Julian. Here. Vice Mayor Stevens,
Yes.
Councilwoman Baskin,
Yes.
Councilman Leon,
Yes.
Mayor Harris.
I vote yes.
Motion passes 6-0. We
We
are
are on reports of the city manager.
Yes, city manager, city attorney, city clerk.
Mr. Mayor, Vice Mayor, council members, I don't have a report. I just want to send out congratulations to the city clerk on his return from his certification from last week, and congratulate him on yet another certification. Thank you. That's it.
On yet another certification. The most highly certified clerk
Wow, Mayor. Wow,
in
Mayor.
the state of
What
Florida.
we doing?
Madam Attorney,
No comment, no public comment, no, no report, Mayor. Sorry.
the most intelligent, certified
Mayor, you
clerk
really?
in the business. Do you have any reports?
I'm gonna stick to the quorum, no comment.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I need a motion to adjourn this meeting. It's been moved and seconded. Show this meeting adjourned. Ms. Cunningham, can I see you?